The morning after the tabloid explosion, Kris Jenner sat alone in her home office, blinds drawn against the paparazzi drones buzzing outside. On the sleek black desk lay a manila folder stamped confidential, its edges worn from restless hands. She had already fielded calls from producers begging for camera time, but this wasn't a storyline she planned to hand over. This was war. Her first call was to a private security firm that usually handled celebrity stalking cases. "I need full discretion," she said, voice low and clipped. "Digital forensics, staff interviews, everything. Someone close to us sold information about that dinner. I want names, I want proof, and I want it yesterday." While Kris strategized, social media went into detective mode. Reddit threads with titles like, "The Kardashian leak suspect bored," exploded overnight. Fans highlighted a single blurry photo of a waiter holding a phone, an assistant stepping outside for fresh air, and a mysterious SUV spotted twice at the dinner location. TikTok's sleuths overlaid audio spectrograms, claiming to hear a male voice in the leaked clip. Theories ranged from a jealous ex to a rogue cousin. Kim, meanwhile, paced the marble halls of her home like a CEO awaiting a hostile takeover. She knew Kris's methods: background checks, phone record sweeps, NDAs wielded like weapons. And Kim had secrets of her own: private deals, whispered conversations with lawyers about new brand launches. If Mom digs too deep, she thought, what else might she find? Khloé felt the investigation closing in like a tightening vice. She trusted her staff, many of whom had been with her since her earliest reality TV days. But trust, she realized, was exactly how a mole could operate. A single pang of guilt twisted her stomach. Last week she had vented to a friend outside the inner circle, not realizing how hungry the world was for any Kardashian crumb. Kourtney, on the other hand, moved through her Malibu morning with unbothered grace. When paparazzi shouted questions, "Did you leak the dinner?" she smiled faintly, offered no denial, and kept walking. Her silence became its own story. Comment sections lit up with claims that Kourtney's calm proved she either knew the culprit or was secretly the mastermind. By afternoon, Kris convened a staff check-in at her Calabasas mansion. Assistants, drivers, stylists, and security guards filed into the grand living room, their faces tight. Phones were collected at the door. Kris's tone was velvet over steel. "Someone in this room betrayed my family. I will find out who." Each person signed an additional NDA as private investigators stood like sentinels at the back. Hours later, one investigator returned with the first clue, a trail of encrypted text messages routed through a burner app, traced to a device that had pinged the dinner location the night of the leak. The device belonged to someone with direct access to the sisters' schedules. Kris's heart thudded as she flipped through the printed records. One name leapt off the page, an employee trusted for years, with clearance to every Kardashian home. Evening fell, and the city glowed with the neon hum of gossip. Outside, fans camped on sidewalks live-streamed every flicker of light from the Jenner estate. Inside, Kris held the folder close, the name of the suspected insider seared into her mind. She hadn't told her daughters yet. She wasn't ready for the explosion that would follow. In Bel Air, Kim sensed a shift in the air. A single text from her mother arrived with no greeting, only 3 words. "We found something." Khloé's phone buzzed next. She read the same cryptic message and felt her chest tighten. And in Malibu, Kourtney watched the ocean darken, her phone face down on the table. She hadn't even checked it yet, but somehow she already knew. The hunt was over, and the real war was about to begin. Hey, if you're loving this story so far, make sure to subscribe and hit that bell. You'll get all the updates right when they drop. No FOMO here.